Hi, my name's Alexa Fernandez. I have been fighting all day since yesterday actually to make this video, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna pretend that I'm enjoying this. Okay, so I struggle with two polarities. One is the emotion. So I am an emotional person and I'm an entrepreneur. My first business was a laundromat. And I remember I had no prior business experience. I did some research on laundromats and decided that that's the way I wanted to go. And I remember getting delivery of the machines, and I had a complete breakdown because the washing machines didn't come with the hoses, and you need a hose, right? And so I got delivery on a Friday, and I was supposed to open on a Saturday, and I had a complete emotional breakdown Friday night when I realized that the hoses weren't part of the delivery, and Home Depot didn't sell them. So I ended up driving like 30 miles to get hoses in the middle of the night. Long story short, we did open on time. I was able to get commercial size hoses, but I remember crying. Right, I was like really upset about it, and I drove all night, but I made it happen. And I remember speaking to the manufacturer of the machines, and I was really upset about it. I'm like, how do you not tell someone that the hoses don't come with the machines? So anyway, the point is that he basically laughed at me and said that I think he called it I was hysterical or something about hysterics, and he said there's no crying in business. And I remember thinking, I don't think that you should cry in front of your customers, but there is crying in business. I think business is personal, it's emotional. Some of us launch businesses based on our passions, and so I just feel like passion is an emotion, right? And so I don't know, it it holds me back from launching something because a part of me does believe maybe there is no room for emotion in business, but another part of me knows that there is room, right? And so I struggle with this. And so what makes me different is that I resonate with people that have emotion. I resonate. I'm a good listener, and I don't know. And I think it's a different way of looking at business, right? Because I don't really know anyone that owns a business where it's not personal, where it's not, where they're not passionate about it. I can't even breathe. Oh man, okay. So that's the first polarity. The second polarity is I am not Latina enough for the Latinos, and I am not American enough for the Americans. So my parents and I immigrated to this country. I was about 13 months old, and I was born in Ecuador, and I grew up in New Jersey. And so I speak Spanish. It's not, I don't feel like it's my strong point, but I do speak Spanish. And when I'm speaking Spanish, I feel like Spanish people are like, "What?" They're like, "What are you saying?" Because I don't speak perfect Spanish. Um, and I speak English, right? But I don't look American, right? If I don't really know what that means, but I just feel like I've struggled with this. I'm not Latina enough for Latinos, and I'm not American enough for Americans. And I think of a story I remember as a kid. We went uh, it's called whitewater rafting, but in New Jersey, that's not really, people from Colorado are probably laughing at that, but in New Jersey, we have something we call whitewater rafting, but it's basically you're floating down a river. And I remember I went with my parents and my brothers, and you float for a couple of hours, right? And so we're floating along, and we brought lunch, right? And we saw people like pulling over into the riverbanks and having lunch there. And I remember seeing people with like baseball caps and their sandwiches and their coolers with their beer or their sodas, whatever it was. And I remember pulling over, and my mom pulled out, she had brought food, and she brought tuna, right? So she brought a pot of tuna. She makes this tuna salad, which is amazing. I love it. And she brought another pot of rice. And I remember we pulled over and she put it on the plates. And I remember looking around. I was probably about 14, 15. And I remember thinking, oh, why can't we just have like a sandwich? So that's my story, and I don't know. Please let me know if you resonate with either one of them. I think, what makes me unique about the American Latina thing is that I think I think there's a group of us that feel this way, that we deal with this particular polarity, and I think I can speak to that, and I can speak in more than one language. Um, I don't know if that makes it special or different, but here I am. This is my story. I didn't know how to go live, so if someone can help me do that. I didn't want that to be the excuse for me not making the video. So I recorded it on QuickTime, and I'll upload it onto the Facebook page. Thank you very much. I know you can probably tell I can barely breathe. Alexa Fernandez, it's very nice to meet you guys, and I really hope that I can keep going and do this, because I think what I have to say makes a difference.